Hey guys, it's Kara here. I'm back with another video. This time I'll be showing you guys what it's like to have the iPad 6th Gen as a student for a week. And this is my very first iPad, and I got this for school since it's lightweight. That's why I got this notebook skin on it, and I'm gonna have a realistic pencil skin for my Apple Pencil. And the reason that I do that is to further convince my professors who are like, oh, new electronics in class and stuff like that, that to allow me to use this during class. And the main reason for that, because they don't want you using it in other apps. So if you have like a realistic notebook skin like this and you show them you're only going to be writing, and you show them that you're trying to save paper and you're a college student, and you really talk to them, so maybe you could get through some of these professors. That's the main thing that I always wonder when I watch these videos. Maybe a lot of these students, they're lucky to have some professors that just let them use their laptop or anything in class, but mine didn't until I asked him up front before class, and it really helped having this case. Alright, so the main app that I use to take my notes in class is Onenote. One, because it's free. Two, it syncs on all my devices. And three, I love the organizing structural system. I could have a notebook and I could have many different sections into it. And I use Onenote in my iPad to not only do schoolwork notes, but I use it for a lot of other things, like writing down ideas and for like different projects and stuff. So I really like Onenote. And also I've been using it for years. And so to transition into taking digital notes, I took a lot of pictures of my current notes, my current paper, and I brought them over to Onenote. In a few, I'll switch over to a different view so I could show you exactly how I organize my notes and how I take notes in class. I was able to get a little snippets, and also I have the 32 gig model and everything's in the cloud. My school comes with a free 365 Office. And I use Word for my syllabus and everything, but when I'm writing papers, I use Google Docs because it syncs a lot better through the cloud than Microsoft does. With Google Docs, I could just log in on any browser, especially when I'm trying to print at school. And the biggest thing about having an iPad for me to take notes at school is because of the form factor. It's so light. This is the 9.3-inch version, and I've used other devices with pen before. I'm a Note user. I have a Note 9, I have a Cintiq, but I couldn't use these things for school. One, because the Cintiq is also way too big, way too thick, and it's meant for like real work stuff. And so the battery on there is only 3 hours, and so I have to constantly charge it. And my Note is just way too small, and it's hard to convince a professor to let you use your phone to take notes. No professor that I know will let me pass by that, so that's why the iPad came in perfect use. And also with iOS, you can have dual screen, so I can be taking notes, and then sometimes I have the syllabus open in split view to see where we're covering that day and different stuff. And also with iOS 13, there's been a lot of really cool upgrades that I was able to take advantage of. I'll make a whole separate video about that, but for now, I don't recommend updating it because it's a little bit buggy if you have the beta program. So it's gonna be awesome when it comes out this fall and it's fully compatible. And also the reason that I got the iPad 6th Gen, because it's the budget version for student. Also, I use this as a digital sketchbook, so sometimes when I'm taking notes in class, I have another drawing app open. Sometimes in Sketch, don't do that because that's how your privilege taken away, but that's one of the reasons I got this. Battery life, the portability. Also with the Apple Pencil, the pressure sensitivity depends on each app. So the pressure sensitivity works different on Onenote than it does on a drawing app. You get more like that realistic. So that's the main thing I like about the Apple Pencil, is that they give the developers of the app full control, so that way they could take the most advantage of the pencil. So that's why I love writing on this, and the weight, it feels like a real pencil, and it saves you a lot of paper. So now all I bring to class is my iPad and my textbook. For the first week, this has saved me a lot of paper, and also makes taking notes a lot more fun as I could add different diagrams. Like with the pencil, I have more options equal to me, and it's not just this is not just relevant to the iPad per se. The reason that I like the iPad so much is because of its form factor. It's light and the battery life is amazing, and I just have to bring the iPad and the pencil. I don't have to bring all these extra things. And also, another thing that I do bring sometimes is a keyboard, and I already have a Bluetooth keyboard. It's the Logitech, this model, and it works with many different devices. I use it on my Cintiq, on my phone, and now on my iPad, since it has 3 different profiles, and I use that a lot at the library when I'm writing my papers for my history class. And I like that a lot better than the keyboards made for the iPad, because those are too thin for me. This one is still small enough to be portable and has enough weight to type comfortably on, but I don't bring that necessarily into class. That I just have it with me when I'm at the library and I'm writing my essays. But when I'm taking notes, I just use the Apple Pencil. And the good thing about OneNote is you can mix writing notes mixed with typing notes. It has a really great ecosystem, and I personally for class just mainly use the writing one, as there's a lot more benefits when you write something. You remember it, you retain it a lot more compared to when you're typing it. It's all like you're not using your active functions. I don't know the exact science about it, but I know it's super helpful when writing notes. You remember a lot better. And just the form factor of this, having this makes it look like a real notebook, so thieves are less likely to take this unless you flip it over to the side where they actually can see the camera hole. But otherwise, guys, this has been a really good experience. I'm happy that I have to carry a lot less notebooks around. This is also my planner. And also when the teacher gives homework, I'm able to write it on here. And also Google Calendar is right here. I could put the due date and when I'm supposed to do it. So this comes pretty much in handy just for school stuff. And as a digital sketchbook, since it's so thin, sometimes when I walk around campus, I could do a lot of life studies because I'm also an animation major. Overall, guys, this was my 2 cents on having the iPad for a week at school. It saved me a lot of time, paper, frustration. And now when I have to turn in my notes, all I have to do is print out these different OneNote pages and turn them in. And it's very easy. And as long as your professor is okay with it, take advantage of it, especially since it's back to school season's right around the corner. Apple's probably going to have a couple of educational discount for these, especially for the lower model, and you're not missing out on anything, especially with iOS 13 coming out this fall. If you have a MacBook already, as long as it's at 2016, you could take advantage of a lot of really cool features like Sidecar. I really enjoy the iPad despite me not being a big fan of Apple, since I just mainly just use it for school and drawing, and I really think that it's worth it. And that's it, guys. If you guys have any more questions, comments, and concerns, leave them down below and smash that like button, as it helps for YouTube share this video to more people. And I post every week, sometime twice a week, so keep in post notification for that, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.